Welcome to another edition of the Business and Personal Podcast, where we bring you closer to the people that you do business with. And we're thrilled today to have Cindy Goodnetter on with us. She is the founder and owner of a Gathering Place Massage Therapy School, doing some incredible things there and what's really a growing field. So we're excited to talk to her about all the opportunities she's seeing out there in the field. But first of all, Cindy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ryan, for inviting me today. Appreciate the opportunity to share all we're doing.
So it's the business and personal podcast. So people always like to learn stories of business owners and how they got to where they're at. So give us and our listeners a little info on Cindy and what led you to this point.
Oh, I appreciate that question. It really is amazing that I've been in the field of massage and body work for 37 years. I would have never guessed what a fulfilling opportunity this would be. And when I came to St. Louis 27 years ago to open a gathering place, I'm like, I'm here with a mission. I wanted to bring not only massage therapy to the state, as Missouri was just beginning to consider licensure for massage, but I wanted to share with others something I had learned even in South Florida, and that was how we empower others, how we help them feel connected to what they're learning, helps them believe in themselves. And so I love doing massage. I love helping my clients. And yet I really, really wanted to help students realize what they're capable of doing, inspire them, empower them, help them to believe they're more than what they could ever imagine themselves to be. And then they needed to sit for a national massage licensing exam to prepare them for that exam, and then to help them find jobs. It's been very rewarding, in our school, and our 625-hour program can be completed in less than 9 months. And so we're helping them, whether they want to be licensed in Illinois or in Missouri, we help them to believe they can do it, and they go out and do it.
Yeah, I mean, in all the years you've been in this field, have you ever seen a better time to be in massage therapy than right now with all the growth that's taking place?
There is a lot of growth taking place, Brian, but more so, it's what's underlying that. There's a lot of stress, and people are dealing with stress in different ways. We're finding more pain doctors, cardiologists, oncologists, cancer doctors. They're referring their patients for massage to deal with the stress. So the demand is there because we have many different sources that are bringing clients to become aware of what massage can do to help them, not only to free them from pain, but to help them deal with the stress of life. And for me, I teach the students, and my own practice includes, how can we touch a client, body, mind, emotion, spirit? How can we help them to feel like they can go out and be better fit to handle their day? I love watching one of my clients will finish with a massage. She'll go, oh my gosh, my world is rounder. I feel better. And then she'll say, I've got to go pick up my kids now. I'm like, mm-hmm. And you'll do so with a smile on your face. I know it. She goes, thanks to you, Cindy. I will.
That's interesting. You know, you think of massage as the physical therapy side of it, but there is a mental side of it too, isn't there?
There is. And I call it the mental emotional side. Ryan, there's a lot of study out there too about how the body will hold on to emotions that are not processed, how the body will hold on to experiences or traumas that are just linked into the tissues, into the cells. Some of the body work I do, it's specialized, but it works with how can we release those embedded memories, experiences, emotions from the tissues of the body, so that the person can let them go and feel more empowered, feel freer in their life, feel like they can go and get past this experience that ruminates in their mind, like a gerbil in a gerbil wheel.
Interesting visual there for sure. So you've been at this long enough now that you probably have a pretty good feel for which people are the best fit to go through the school. And you have that 100% success rate on people passing the test. So that tells me that you're a pretty good judge of who's a good fit for your school. So, for those listening that maybe came across this because they were searching for a new career, what would you say as far as what's a good fit to make it through the school?
That's a real good question. And you had kind of two questions there. So I'm going to talk about both. I find the most successful students slash massage therapists are those that care. When they come from a heart of, I want to help other people, feel better. I want to make an impact in their life. I want to improve something about what's going on in their world, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, even spiritual. That kind of therapist will do well, and those clients that they have will then refer others to them because the clients feel that person cares. They make a difference. They have compassion. They offer suggestions to me that go beyond what would normally happen in an hour-long massage session at a box chain store. And not to say that those who work for box chain stores aren't valued. They are, but they have to stay in a certain parameter, a certain time frame. And that's great. At the same time, those who open their own business, and over 42% of our students, when they graduate, open their own business. They learn how to do that here at a gathering place, but they recognize that what can we give as added value to help our clients feel better, or to do stretches at home, or to get, an iPad to help, block out some of the, we'll call it the white noise that happens in their world, to sensory deprivate, just for a little bit, to quiet their mind, to quiet their heart. So that's one aspect. The other aspect as to why our students have the incredible pass ratio that they have, and I am so proud of them. Oh my goodness. Let me explain. These students have to learn anatomy and physiology, business, ethics, clinical application, pathology, how the body moves. That's a lot of material. It's like a mile of material, an inch deep. That's a lot of material. And for them to go and sit for this exam, the national average that pass this exam is 70% consistently for first-time takers. Our student graduates in the last 10 years have passed this exam, first-time takers, 100% of the time. That's almost unheard of. And in the bi-state area, I do not know of another school that has that kind of pass ratio. So what makes a student consistently pass that exam at that 100% pass ratio? Well, I'd say they're committed. They are really committed to wanting to learn. They are supported by others in their class. The students encourage and support and uplift them. And the staff creates a sense of community so that they feel that they are supported no matter what happens. The best learning is when you fail an exam. You don't forget that material quickly. You want to learn it, and you'll remember it the next time. And we consistently go through the type of testing that they're going to see on that national massage licensing exam. So build success while they're in school. And with the encouragement they're getting, the sense of community, the hybrid learning model that helped them, can you imagine listening to me on an anatomy discussion, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm not hearing you anymore, Cindy. Hit pause, go get a snack, come back, play it again. And they can do that. Where in the regular classroom, it's not available. As adults are so busy and overwhelmed with all they get to learn, it's amazing to see how that hybrid learning model that we've had since 2013 has been so successful for our students. So in a nutshell, I really give credence back to the students and the commitment they have, the hard work that they put in, and the heart of gold that they have to help other people.
Well, there's something to be said for having a standard of excellence too. You see it a lot of times in sports where teams are just always good every year. The players change, but they're always good. And it's because that next group doesn't want to be the one that fails what the previous group set up. So I can guarantee nobody wants to be that first one to not pass the exam. They probably put that little extra effort in to make sure they uphold that.
They do indeed. And they'll often say, oh, Cindy, I'm afraid I'm going to fail. And I'm like, hey, whether you fail or you don't, we're there to help you. And, we let them know it's not about passing, it's about learning the material so they can help their clients. The passing the massage licensing exam is just the feather in their cap for all the hard work they've done.
So, once you reach that point, that's obviously a celebration time, right? You pass the exam, but now there's the whole next, how do I get into my career? And I'm sure you don't just set it and forget it, say, hey, good job, you kept my 100%, and then you forget about your graduates. How involved are you in helping them get set up into their career?
Oh, that's a good question, because even while they're in school, they're doing field assignments to learn where they want to work. they get to decide, do we want to open our own business or do we want to work for someone else? And they get to make connections with places where they might work, whether they look at what it's going to take to rent a business space or a potential manager who might hire them. They're making those connections while they're in school. So once they're out of school, they pass the licensing exam, they get licensed by the state that they're going to work in, then they're ready to go and find that place that they want to work. And we're here to support them. We have 100% job placement for those who've asked for assistance with job placement. And for those who are opening up their own business, we go through step by step what they need to do while they're in the classroom. So it's no surprise when they get out there. And they can always call back, contacting the staff. Anyone at the school is there available to help them. And many have gone through the very same steps they've gone through. So we understand, we know, we're experienced. But what I love more, Ryan, is when they get out in the field, they know they can come back and get a free student massage in the student clinic. And as they do, the current students talk to them and they're like, wow, how did you do this? How did you do that? Was it hard for you to open a business? Do you like where you're working? And that feedback that the alumni give to the current students really support the current students so they can believe that they can do it too.
So I always like to find out, hey, why did a business choose the name that they chose for their business? And sometimes it's hard for me to decipher before I have the conversation with you. I already kind of get that feeling. It's like a family atmosphere. It is like a gathering place, but that probably ties in somehow to how you came up with the name. But how did you come up with the name?
Oh, this is a good story, Ryan. It was the summer of 1997. I'm sitting in a condo in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, looking out over the ocean. And I had one of my Dear God conversations. And I said, Dear God, I really want to create a massage school and I need a catchy name. And I started writing down just whatever came to mind. And I wrote down a serenity place, a gathering room. And I said, oh, gathering place. I like that. But then I took it to another level. I looked at the acronym AGP. And I said, God, to me, AGP sounds like agape, God's love. And I think that's what it's going to be, because we want to be able to ripple out to others that we have a loving presence, a healing presence that we bring as massage therapists. And we recognize that when we do this, that healing presence can change. It can touch one person at a time and make a difference to bring a little bit more love to a world that's hungry for love.
That's about what I figured you would answer for that. That definitely, that name suits you really, really well. You have a very comforting, I'm sure, a very comforting influence on all of your students that come through. So, put you on the spot here. I always like to close with a happy story, testimonial, something like that. So, just looking back on all the students you work with, I'm sure you have many success stories that you're so proud of. Is there one that sticks out that you look back on and still just are so proud about what you were able to help a student with?
Yes. Yeah, I can think of one particular student. When she came to us, she said, I have a learning disability. When I was in high school, they had programs to help me. I'm kind of dyslexic, but I know I really, really, really want to help others. Cindy, can you support me? And I said to this woman, I said, you know, you're young, you are passionate, you're committed. As long as you stay committed to going through this program, I'm here to support you. I believe in you. I know you're going to make a difference. And as she went through school, she started to find that every time she took a test, it was really challenging. It's like her mind would go elsewhere. And she goes, Cindy, I'm drifting. And my background is I have a bachelor's in adult education, training and development, and my master's as a business administration. I'm an MBA. And I watched Morgan and I said, Morgan, I think you're a kinesthetic learner. I think you need to touch something as you're learning to make it stick. And she goes, I never thought about that. So I found for her, it's actually, it's a heart-shaped candle holder with the candle inside, and it's rough on the outside. It feels like sand because it's sand embedded in this candle holder. And I said, Morgan, just touch that when you're studying. And she did. And all of a sudden, it's like whatever she was learning stuck. It stayed with her. And I
Hmm.
said, find something at home. And in the classroom, you can touch this heart um, candle holder. And she said, that is amazing. I am learning now in ways that I didn't know I could learn. And she ended up finishing the program, took a little bit longer, like with those hard classes. She did it. And then she took the boards and she was so afraid. I even put her up at a hotel near the testing center so she wouldn't have to drive the 50 some odd minutes that she normally drives to class. And I said, Morgan, all you have to do is get up the next day, go into the testing center a couple blocks away, take the test, and come see me when you're done. And when she showed up on my couch that day of taking the test, she was in tears. Her mascara was running down her face. She was like, I did it. I didn't believe I could, and I did it. She was gone on to open her own business and has been so successful. Her clients love her. And to me, she is why I do what I do. And I'm so grateful for all the students I get to help, but especially that one, because she just didn't think she could, and she did.
Absolutely amazing. And hey, that goes to show that's how you get to 100% success rate. You think outside the box and figure out what the best learning style is going to be for each student. That's the type of expertise that you get from Cindy. That's truly amazing. So anybody that's still listening, Cindy, is interested in this career field for sure. And I'm hoping that we can generate other success stories like that one. What is the best way for them to reach out to you and learn more, maybe do a tour and possibly enroll in the school?
Absolutely. Our website is agatheringplace.com, and you can reach us at 314-739-5559. We're here to set up a tour, offer a catalog to you so you can see more about the possibilities of this wonderful career, because we need qualified licensed massage therapists out in the field right now.
Fantastic. Well, hey, thanks again for taking the time, Cindy. I love sharing stories like this. Yours is as good as any I've ever shared. Just love to hear all the success and keep it going.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for this opportunity.